where you can be taught the technology of your body and mind. This is your host, General Wygot, signing on. And with that, we back with another one. Left leg, right leg, get your walk on. Get it bracket. Left leg, right leg, get your walk on. Get your high tech on. I'm very high tech like. Real shooters. Let's see what they're doing. Hold on, Mrs. Home. What they talking about, huh? What they talking about, y'all? Look at my walk down. Bitch. I'm gonna get back. This shit is good. We back with another one right here. They about to get mad at this one, but I don't care. Yo, listen, right. I'm done. Bruh said, look, Water said, look at what Water said. Water said, bro, you always have a fresh gear on. 3 different wardrobes a day. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You don't even know, I got a whole jumper on this motherfucker. Well, I got a whole jumper, but the way I wear my jumper, I wear the front part all the way down, but I put a t-shirt on. I feel like I'm probably one of the ones that always do that. And DMX used to wear jumpers too. Nobody didn't realize that shit though. But I like jumpers. I'm trying to get every color. Make a new design with it. Yo. I seen one of the girls with one on too. She would just kind of wear it like elementary. I'm like, that's not how you wear it, girl. She like, no. I'm like, nah, you got to add some style. Take this shoulder pad off. Take that off. Now pull your pants up like that. There you go. Now you supposed to cut the bottoms. You got to cut the bottoms into nice little, triangles and shit. Got a nice design. She like, you different. I'm like, yeah. You got to put a design in your jumper. No, the design that come out of here, and then put it on your clothes. There you go. What type of animals you like? Giraffes? Okay, put a high-tech giraffe on there. No, you got to customize the giraffe. You got to put the giraffe on with some shades, some gold teeth, a big-ass gold chain. And it's doing a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to customize your shit. Bring out creativity. Now, everybody going to walk around. Don't expect people to say this. But then when they see the creativity on, they like, that's high-tech. That's high-tech. You know what I'm saying? You can do the same thing. Yeah, you can do the same thing. That's why you like it. See, yourself telling you that because yourself is letting you know you could do the same thing. What's in there? I like whales. You like whales? Yeah. Put the whales with gold teeth in their mouth. High tech. Know what I'm saying? After you do that, put some shades on the whales. Yeah. There you go. Know what I'm saying? All right. You're going to be all right, okay? All right. Everybody got creativity. They just be, people, when it come to their creativity, they be waiting for the next person to prove it. Like, you think this look nice? No. You're asking the wrong person. You're supposed to ask the one in the mirror. Oh, yes. It's called the approval of self. Okay? You don't look for approval from everybody else. You don't do that. Okay? Yeah, because then your mind going to be set to, I receive approval from everybody else to do something. That's computer robotics. You don't want to do that. Okay? All right. Let me see. Let me see where my haters at. I love my haters. What are you? They in here. They in there. Where my haters at? Come here, babies. How y'all doing, my babies? Little moon girl taught y'all to hate me and shit. I know. Tell her I said what's up. You know what I'm saying? They confused as a motherfucker like, I thought you hate us. No. Y'all hate upon yourselves. I still love y'all. Y'all gonna be okay in there. Where my haters at? Come on. Shout out yourselves. Come on. They like, bro, we can't do nothing with this motherfucker. Like, it don't matter how much we show him hate. I still love y'all. It's okay. You programming your mind to hate yourself. It's okay. I still love you for that. Why you still love me for that? Because you showed me what not to become. That's why I love you. I know. You might as well just drop that whole shit. You see how love do your shit? Love do your ass just like that. Let me see. What's going on? Love! And they sit there and freeze like, I can't fight it. You can't fight it? No, I can't. It's the laws of the universe. I can't disrespect it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you the most braziest setup that I walked somebody into. Very easy like, right? I seen this black dude in the store. I was like, yeah, I got his ass. Watch this. Yeah. I'm about to get this motherfucker. Watch this. Seen his ass? I'm like, yeah, what line you in, sir? What line you in? He like, I'm in this line? I'm like, you in this line? Which line though? This one? I'm like, I said, you know what it's about? Yeah. You know what it's about? Do you know what it's about? He like, we're about to have a nigga moment together. I don't know what to do in this situation. It's about love. The black girl in the background said, baby, you can't beat that. Yeah, you can't beat that, baby. I'm just letting you know right now, before you try to put your hands up and fight anything, you're gonna get your ass whooped by love. He was just like, all right, bro, you got it. Like, you got it, bro. Damn. You thought I was on that shit, right? Nah, I just tricked your motherfucking ass. Psych! I'm mentally ill. How the fuck am I mentally ill if I just knock the hate out of you and put love in your mind? Motherfucker. Like the way I did that? I got that motherfucker. That's how you gotta do motherfuckers in the hood. You gotta come up to them like, yeah, what's up? What's bracking with you, nigga? Like, nigga love. Nigga like, never mind. God damn, you just fucked me up with that. Damn. Yeah. What's up? Because if you attack it, I automatically win. Yeah, I automatically win. Yeah, if you try to attack it, I automatically win. I already know what I'm doing. Do you know what's going on? That's called Why the Trickster. Why the Trickster? The Trickster. He's gonna come trick your shit. He's gonna come over there and be like, what's up with it? Y'all on a self-hate program? Yeah, fuck y'all too. Love! Like, fuck. This motherfucker keep fucking up my video game, you damn right. That's how you fuck them up right there. What's it? Let me see something. What that is. Oh yeah, I be listening to them. Sure do. The Beatles? Hell yeah. You gotta put Jimi Hendrix in there too. How you gonna put all of them and figure it about Jimi Hendrix? You gonna do all of them and you ain't gonna put Jimmy in there? You gotta put Jimi Hendrix in there. No way you shot out the whole goddamn collage. Right. And you telling me you ain't put Jimmy in there. You gotta put Jimmy in there. Come on now. Put Jimi Hendrix in there. You know he going that whole line that you just said. He put Rolling Stone in that joint. He put, what is this? Pink Floyd, The Who, Flintwood, Mac. You put all of them in there. Right. You got to put Jimmy in there. What you doing? You can't forget about Jimmy. What you doing? Jimi Hendrix. Yes. Look. Setups. What Future be saying? Future Hendrix? Future Hendrix? Yes. Yeah, that's Jimmy again. No. Yeah, that's Jimmy again. He over there playing around and shit and different avatars and shit. What y'all know about Jimmy? Yeah. Jimmy the shit. Motherfuckers be looking at me like, you know about Jimi Hendrix? Why wouldn't I not know about Blood? Why wouldn't I know not about him? Huh? Huh? If you know about Prince and Michael and you don't know about Jimmy, oh, you fucking up. Oh yeah, you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me see this little boy right here. 2077, right? Stop talking to me. Thank you. He said Jimi Hendrix too, my bad. You gotta put Jimmy in there. Let me see something. No. What it is every time you request me to do something, I'm gonna do the opposite. This motherfucker requested me to speak like a robot from the third dimension. So go behind the third dimensional mind. There you go. Don't speak third dimensional. Now you can't understand anything I'm talking about, right? There you go. Talking about some speak English. When we the one that created the tongue that you speaking. Fucking low-tech ass bastard. Let me ask you a question, boy and girls. Is your mom and dad is married today? Moving along to the next comments. If you keep spamming the comment section, I'm gonna get you up out of here, okay? I don't mind you commenting, but don't overly comment. Do you understand? All right. Furthermore, I don't know who you are, right? But stop seeking attention from me all the time, okay? Stop doing that. All right? All right. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to that one individual right there, 2077. Exactly. Okay? Stop doing that. I'm not your father. You got that? Yeah. Shit, Brazy Tech up out here. What's happening with it? They be mad because I be connected to my son. We have it here, you know, our father and son experiences, and everybody look at me like, you're my father too. No, the fuck I ain't. Since when? Since when I was your father? Since when? Since when? What, until you went all the way to the conscious of the moon? Since when? Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. So that's just your father? Yes. Yes, that's just my father. Sure is. Sure is. You got it? Find your own damn father. You got it? That's the thing with a lot of the real kids know, like, we all connected to him. It's just, are you connected with yourself? Then you all right. Stop trying to seek it from out of bro. Stop doing it, okay? All right. Fuck out of here. No, that's what it is. Motherfuckers be, bro, no, listen, bro. They be knowing. They be like, nah, he connected to the father. He is. Can I play with the father that's, you know, with? No, the fuck you can't. Get the fuck back. That's him telling you that. You know that, right? That's him telling you. That's him talking. Now, this is me. How you doing? You doing all right? Now, this the thing. They try to bypass my kid self and be like, I just want to talk to the father. Get the fuck away from me. You got to come through the sun, bitch. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fuck wrong with a motherfucker. Amen Ra. Ain't no ape, and man is not God. Man is not God. You got that? No, 10 for that. Copy and paste that. Download that. Remember that. You got that? All right. Man is not God, okay? Let's see what man say. Now watch how man try to come around something else like, okay, you got me on that point. All right, man ain't God, but they gonna load it up in just a minute. Watch. What's bracking with all my haters? What's bracking with all my haters? What's up? It's gonna pop out. You said amen, right? You put amen. There is none of that. You had to put Amen Ra. Thank you. Then you're talking about the Egyptian God. Thank you. When you say amen, that only came about when the Christian text came about. Understand the tech? The tech. High tech. Listen on your best. High tech live. Inky and Aunt Lil. Inky. Yes, my brother. I'm like, hold the fuck up. How you know them? Oh. Oh, you said how I know them? Oh. Inky, what's happening, my brother? Aunt Lil, what's happening, my brother? Yeah, what's happening? That's it, what's happening? Anyways, hey, Outcast. 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 Outcast is one of my little brothers. He got little brother syndrome. He be like, what's up, big brother? I'm like, get the fuck away from me, you lunatic. He be like, I only be coming to your channel because I know you like big bro and stuff. You know, I'm your little brother and stuff. So I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying? My mom had raised me to be a dummy. So, you know, my mom, she raised me to be a dummy. So this is my only program setting. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you and stuff. I really do like you as a brother and stuff, but it's like the only way I know how to connect to you is by like using negativity and stuff. You know what I mean? Because my mom, she negative and stuff. Yeah, she's a fucking moon creature. You know, you right, sir. You right, sir. Can we be friends? No, we can't be friends, you fucking dummy. Oh, you know who that is in front of you. That's why you keep doing what you're doing. The thing is, I keep telling Outcast, I be like, the only way we get to be brothers, I gotta fuck your grandmother, I gotta fuck your mom, and your aunties. He be looking at me all the time like, my sister, she of age, you can fuck her too. I be like, no, she's stupid. Fuck off. I don't wanna fuck your dirty ass sister. She dirty. Bro over there cracking the fuck up. He said, no way, he just said moon creatures. They moon creatures. That's what it is. Come here, little girl. Yes? Bring your moon creature ass over here. Stop limping like a creature. Stand up with your back straight. Now use left hip. Now use left leg, right leg. Now get your walk on. Liz, what's happening with you? Shout outs to my moon creatures. I love y'all too, cause I get to blow your shit up. I'm done. What the fuck? I get to blow this stuff up. I be like, come on, Moon, create me something so I could blow that shit up. She be like, okay, I'm gonna make artificial robots for you this time. Yes, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Come on, hurry the fuck up. Big Boom third, there we go. Big Boom, Big Boom. They call it the Big Bang. It looked like somebody got banged. God damn. So that's what happened to moon creatures? You damn right. Every time that goddamn moon wanna make something that I don't like, it gets shot down like. For real? You damn right. I'm sitting in the back of her shit right now. What you doing? I'm making artificial robots. You making artificial robots. Like, yeah, I'm decalcifying their pineal glands. They going with it though. Oh, they going with it? So what they doing down there? They saying fuck you. They saying fuck me? Get the loaded up in their shit, yeah. Come here real quick. Let me see your little artificial creation ass. Where you from? Where you from? I'm from East Side. You ain't from East Side. You from Moon Side. I know where you from. Tell me something. You from the Moon Side. That's where. What part of the moon you from? Huh? Yeah. What sector? Yeah, you from Creature Land, ain't you? Yeah. Like them goddamn T-Rex motherfuckers. You got blowed the fuck up by the sun, ain't it? You ain't know that, right? Yeah, the sun be shooting shit up. Bruh said West Side Moon Road. I'm done. Bruh said West Side Moon Robots. What's up, West Side Moon Robots? What's up? What's up? What's up? They gangs, ain't they? I'm done. They gang members, ain't they? They from Moon Side right there. They from the moon. Come here. Where you from? I'm from the East Side. No, you're not from the East Side. You from the Moon Side. Now, let me see this right here. Where you from? Why you got blue on this shit? We know where motherfucker from. You repping your section, ain't you? Now I see you. I see you. Left leg, right leg. Get your walk on. You ain't know I know that? Yeah, I know that song too. I know that song. That's YG and the other one right there. I like how they put that together. Left leg, right leg. Get your walk on. The difference is I like the fact that they showing, a lot of shit phasing up in here. You notice when you watch that video with YG and the other one over there, you notice that it looked like something phasing in the background. They letting you know something. You think them just gang members, don't you? Shit, gang members know something else too. You think they gang members. Them ain't gang members. Them is not gang members. They showing you a reflection of something that's what's about to happen in this world. They showing you. They showing you right there. Shout out to all my tribal members. All my real ones. No matter if you was blue or red. I understand the correlation with the both of them. They trying to take all the real ones down. Ain't that shit. Trying to blame motherfuckers for murders and shit. All type of shit. Let's see how the evidence look like in that courtroom. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got one in there. What's up? I see you, bro. Bro said, what's up? I see you in there, bro. I see you. I fuck with the whole section, though. I'm not one of those. I'm one of them red ones that just fuck with everybody. Yeah, I'm not with the program shit. Yeah, I'm not. I fuck with everybody that fuck with me. I don't give a fuck what you got on. Well, I don't care. Yeah, I see past the color. You got it? All right. Life, motherfucker. We going through the same thing together, motherfucker. We is. We in the same boat. Got it? And it's the way it's gonna float. There you go. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Let me see. Stop. Slow. Bro said, look at what bro put in the comment section. Someone said, look at that. You see that? Someone said Section 8 decoder. That's called Section Hate. God damn. Section 8 is Section Hate. You put the 8, that's a representation of the DNA helix. So is it Section, right, is it Section Hate that hate the DNA that's within them? Setups. Left leg, right leg, get your walk on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tap in later. I'll see you, Jordan. Shit, Knuckles was a blood too. Now you know now. Now you know that, like, no way. Knuckles is a whole blood right there. Here, man, what? You ain't, bro, you ain't see, remember when this is a connection thing, so don't look at it like I'm saying something that I'm not saying here, okay? Sonic, we know who Sonic is, okay? But when Knuckles caught up to Sonic, he like, motherfucker, you got these motherfucking superpowers, you high tech, this, that, and the third, such. And you over here playing with them and such. Man, he folded the shit out of Sonic. I swear to God, when you got look at Sonic 2, Knuckles folded the shit out of Sonic. Like, but it was like he was showing him the game. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't punking him. He was more like, you something more than what you think you are. And you need that guidance. You do. Because now we start looking at each other like, damn, we all the same. Like, yeah, we all the same. And that's the message in that situation between Knuckles and Sonic. It wasn't that he punked him or folded him. He was showing him consciously, you something more than what the fuck you think you are. There you go. From the red side. You got that? All right. That's when he started getting his superpowers, turning to supersonic and shit, right? I see you high tech like. You know what I'm saying? You know Sonic got red eyes too, right? Yeah, when he go in God mode, look into his eyes, you be like, no way blood went red. That's he went red. And a lot of people don't even understand that. Like, Sonic went red too. Blue always go red, bro. I'm trying to tell you. The right side of the brain is red. The left side of the mind is blue. But when you bring in a connection, right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. See, they be with the disconnection. And they don't be understanding what they self. They don't. They be looking at it like, oh, it's this. No, we all the same thing. It's just a conscious thing. That's it. Sonic definitely needed Knuckles in that situation. Like, you need some guidance in your life. What? You need some guidance. You understand? Now I'm gonna help you out right here. Okay? Don't look at that as disrespect, because I'm not looking at it as that. They both needed each other. You understand? Sonic knew about this world right here because he already knew that about this world. But when it came to Knuckles and he loaded up in that world, he like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, tear this shit down. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What's up? But then I ain't gonna lie. The fight between Knuckles and Shadow, that's brazy tech though. That was a brazy tech. I'm like, yeah, let me see what happened. I'm like, damn. But Shadow wasn't playing. Shadow like, oh, you think you the fuck on the ground? I'm like, hold on, stop. He's super high tech. This motherfucker is darkness with the flame. Now that's a different species right there. Let me people it out and see. Now he the original. What? Shadow is the original hedgehog. You didn't know that, right? I know. That's why they had his ass locked the fuck up. Ain't that what they do to the natives? Ain't that what they do to the natives? Lock this motherfucker up. See, that's what they be doing. You got it? All right. Let me see this little boy right here. Don't say nothing to him. Don't say nothing to him, bro. Okay. Oh, nah. What you saying is this. Your kid's side you unplugged from. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm just watching what's going on. That's it. That's all I'm watching. Oh, so y'all need to go inside of a mental award or something? They got him up the street. You got to go. No. If you need some mental help, all you got to do is go to your phone. Bro, that's Knuckles saying that. And you got to go to your phone, and then you got to Google the psych ward. And then you got to turn your body in there and tell them the disease that's in your mind. Y'all okay in there? No, because they telling on themselves. They thinking they talking to me. I'm just directing it back to them. Let me see something. Stop, slow. Slow. Gene, 2 times? I think you need to pay attention to what you're putting in the comment section. Pause. Pause. You said, look at what he said. This is not what I'm saying, okay? he said, I just came in. Where the fuck did you come in? You need to, no. You need to listen to yourself. I hope you don't mean that you trying to ejaculate on the camera. God damn! You gotta be careful what you saying. That's what it sounds like. Now, what you talking about? Like, let me see what's in the mind frame real quick. Is that what you doing? Because I can get you up out of here, bro. Bro, look, he added Jinjin, you are super stupid. I'm done. Yeah, I'm just, no, stop. Don't get mad at me. That's what you said. Put the binoculars on this motherfucker. Here you go. That's what you said. Now go fight yourself. Don't talk about me. That's what you said. You said I just came in. What? Be very careful what you saying, son. That's what you say to your woman. Like, baby, I just came in. I just loaded up in your shit, girl. Yeah. That's what you say to your woman. You around the bros. What's the... Put the binoculars on this motherfucker. Your girl would say, oh, I just let him come in. That's what your girl say, okay? All right, you got to be careful. Left leg, right leg, get your walk on. I got to listen to that shit again. That shit nice. I like that shit. That shit hard. I listened to that shit about 5 times. Left leg, right leg, get your walk, get him up. Motherfuckers had me breakdancing in that motherfucker. I'm like, this shit hard right here. We need this for the summer. Hell yeah. This what we need right here. Yo. Connection, though. I like the fact that they was connecting with each other in that joint. They was connecting. You know what I'm saying? They was connecting, letting you know this what it is right here. This what it is? Yo. All that other shit, stop. Okay. They had every section in there, damn near. They had the treetops in there. They should have put the brims in that motherfucker too, though. Word, they should have put the brims in there. Like, come on, put the brims in there. What's happening with my Bremenos? Like, what? That's the update, bro. Say it again? The Bremenos. What you mean, Bremenos? I'm going to show you. You're not understanding the tech. See, in Florida, right, they got the Seminoles. Okay. In Cali, they got the Brims. So I put Bremenos, I put Brim, and then Nulls. I put them together. Both red on the red side. Yeah, that's how I do shit. Now you're going to remember your original history. It's just like when you go to Inglewood right here, right? What they got right there in front of you. The Indian, that's the natives. They did the same thing that I did. You didn't know that, right? I know. Oh, shit, putting 2 worlds into one. That way you don't forget. Okay? All right, you're going to be all right. Shout out to my Ingles. The Bremenos. If you're not from that section, bro, don't even repeat the word. Yeah, if you're not from that lifestyle or that section, don't even repeat the word. That's only for, that's a section right there that I'm talking about. That's the update. If you a neutron, you got nothing to do with that word. A neutron, you neutral. You talking about Jimmy Neutron? No, a neutron. That means you neutral. You're not from the sections. Oh, you're not from the sections. Let me see something. Hold on, let me see what Buddy had said. I don't think Buddy said anything after that. After you had said what you said, Buddy backed off. Nah, no, what it is this. Buddy had said, laughing my ass off. All right, bet. I can't hear the other person. No, what you can't hear is that right side of that brain would have been corrected the left side of that mind right there, bro. Okay? All right. Brazen. And that's not how you spell it either. Nah, you spelling it the wrong way, bro. Yeah, see? You didn't get it from the original. That's not how you spell it. Yeah, yeah. You fucking up the lettering, bruh. That's not even how you spell this shit. Nope. You'll be alright though. Come here real quick. What that boy name is? Crew Monk. Yeah. 985. Right here, sir. You're telling me to make you some money, right? Go stream your bitch pussy. That'll make you some money, blood. Right there. God damn. What? I'm just trying to help Blood out right there. Blood look like he needs some help. Go get your girl, yeah. Go tell her to do that for you. She should do that shit for you. It's just you and her. At least y'all getting the buckets together, sir. Okay? All right? You can go do that. Okay? You just tell her, like, we just doing this together, baby. And she might be like, oh, fuck it, baby. We're gonna do this together, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Go stream her pussy. There you go. Don't worry about me. You trying to stream another dude. Bracken. Okay? That's what's happening. Go partner up with your girl right there. Go partner up with the moon right there. Tell the moon to give you that right there. She'll do that. Yeah, she'll do that. You just not bold enough to tell her, though. Bro, look at him. He in pause mode like, damn, he give me some game. Damn, why ain't think about that? Because you too underneath her titties. You trying to be her master and her servant. Isn't that right? Shout out to the girls that be on OnlyFans. I don't be watching them and shit. I just seen the shit on No Jumper and shit. They be seeing the girls be doing that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There you go. I'm with reality. I want to see this. I want to see that pink stuff in reality. Let me see. If I can't see it in reality, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just wait for that shit to load up. I'm not with watching somebody else dream of them doing all that. No, I'm not with all that. I watch my own dream. You damn right. Copy paste. There we go. Right there. In the mind frame. There you go. Right there. You got it? Yo, look at bro. He like, let me take that down. He retracted his message like, okay, I don't want nobody to see that. It's all good. We'll unpin that for you, bro. There you go. You all good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be very careful what you say though. Cause I'm gonna catch it on the other side. Like, you mean this right here? What you mean by this right here? Bruh said shit. Oh, hold on. I see bro right there. He said shit. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? I know. He like, damn, you put both of them worlds together. Yeah, the Brims. And you hear the Seminoles, right? Both of them from a red line. Both of them will tear your shit down. They would, but I put Briminals together. There you go. That way you understand, like, oh, wow. So you talking about, yeah, I merged them words together. There you go. I did it first. Yeah, I did that first. You got it? Yeah. Let me see that. I said, me too with the red hearts. I see you out here. Watch they get their update. They gonna be like, nah, Blood different. Nah, he different. I fuck with him though. He different, but I fuck with him. He makes sense though. He merged the world of the ancestors into the world of what we in today. I can only respect that. Damn, now I fuck with that, bro. The Inglewoods did the same thing too. Yeah, why you think they got the native face on their stuff? To show you like this is where we started at right here. And then it just merged into Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? That's the update. You see what I'm saying? Every world is attached to each other If you just understand the knowledge that's within it. If you separate it, then guess what? You separating bloodlines that's already connected. Setups. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're gonna be all right. It's all the same thing. Ain't nothing different from each other. See what I'm saying? Well, you gotta understand, even in the tribes of California, a lot of people look at them like they something else, but they technically fighting for their own identities. Thank you. They don't want to identify as the program of the Matrix. That's one of the biggest things when it comes to the tribes in Cali. A lot of people look at them like, oh, they just gang members. Like, nah, not everybody a gang member, bro. Not everybody a gang member. You got some real reputable ones that's actually doing business, right, real commerce, and they live real right. And that's on all sections. You're going to have some dummies, and that's in all sections. But then you see the real reputables, you like, damn, they just on business. And that's in every section. It's just like taking the young generation and showing them like, okay, y'all tough and shit, but get tough on this business shit. Yeah. Open up that door. Now everybody like, fuck, bro, we all in the same section, bro. What's the difference? What, the color? See past that shit, bruh. What, you from such and such, I'm from such and such. We in the same section. You don't see what's going on here? Right, you don't see them trying to infiltrate the land with the immigrants and shit? Come on, bro. Come on. You can see this shit for what it is. Come on now. They trying to flood motherfuckers out of there. Told you. They're trying to make that shit into something else. If you really understand what's going on, I understand. Shit. I see what's happening. It's just like the whole thing with Nipsey. How many times they wanted to stop blood from making that stove over there? Huh? Think about that. And then it looked bad that one of his own did that to him. Now that's fucked up. You don't live like that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people not gonna believe me, but the one that did that to him, right, I would simply say to you, bro had to be possessed, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro, then look, when I look in blood eyes, I'm like, he don't even look like he fucking in this earth. This motherfucker look like he possessed by some shit. Yeah. And then how they set up the story. Right, I could see past the screen, bro. That shit a lie. He did that because he said this word. Bruh, stop it. Come on, bro. This shit way deeper than what it is. Right, I knew that was a third dimensional lie off the top. I looked at this shit like, this shit ain't real. Hell nah. And then it happened because of what? Oh, because he said this? Nah. That motherfucker possessed by something, motherfucker. Right. And that's what you need to understand inside your neighborhoods. It's a reason why certain sections make sure they know everybody in their neighborhood. Because guess what? They smart though. I'm gonna say this. They smart. When they look at people and they ask them where you from, you know what that mean? We never seen you before in this section. Right. Where your mama stay? My mama stay over there. Where your grandmama stay? So where your daddy at? Where your daddy from? See? Because think about it. If you put an agent inside someone's neighborhood and the neighborhood not connected, guess what? You can infiltrate that shit. See? Motherfuckers don't know the code, bro. You look at it like, oh, they just pressing up on somebody. They're doing such and such. No. They know something that this world need to get to know. You could put a whole motherfucking agent inside some motherfucking neighborhood, play as a spy, infiltrate motherfuckers and all type of shit. But if everybody connected and they know each other, you can't do that shit. Right. It's the disconnect. I'm telling you, bro. Like New York State, right? I'm just visiting this shit, all right? They disconnected as a motherfucker. You could put anybody in these motherfucking neighborhoods. Hell yeah. They ain't got no motherfucking line of code. They don't. You could put this shit wide open. You could put anybody in this shit. Don't nobody talk to each other anyway. Now, I am going to say this in New York. If you glow, like you got an aura with you, you know what I'm saying? You a soul, oh, they going to peep out. They'll peep it. They'll definitely peep it. That's why I don't fuck with nobody here. They kind of weird if you ask me. Yeah, they weird. Very weird. I would tell you that. Yeah, I'm just visiting here. Understand what I'm saying? I'm just visiting. Just a visitor. You know what I'm saying? They are weird. They'll know that you a soul and they'll try to make like an argument, all type of shit, just to try to do something to you. But one thing I understand with the thing in New York, they psychological. Right. If you notice with a lot of people, they'll try to come around your aura, come around you and shit. Right. If you smart with yourself, don't interact with none of them. I'm trying to tell you. And I could tell that they robots too. I know what I know, bro. I know, bro, this is robot fucking central, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I told it for what it was. These is robots. I'm talking about robotic movement, robotic fucking mindsets, all type of shit. When I'm in Florida, I don't see shit like this. Hell no. I don't see shit like this. So I came up here to New York, I'm like, yo, why blood moving like that? The motherfuckers looked up at me like, I'm like, oh yeah, let me get away from y'all real quick. Oh yeah, let me get away from y'all. Y'all robots, bro. Right. You gotta watch certain cities that you in too. You do. CITES, yeah. It's a fucking website full of fucking robots. You damn right. And what they try to do, they try to convert motherfuckers from out their original programming. Yup. They'll try to convert you out your programming. Where you come from, they'll try to convert your ass out of that shit. They'll try to program you with words, all type of shit. But I'm a big programmer, so I be stepping down on this shit. I say certain shit and they just start following the shit. That's when I start realizing with New Yorkers as a whole, I'm like, y'all is followers towards other people. Yeah, that's what y'all is. New York ain't got nothing that is originality. Y'all ain't got nothing original. What y'all got? Y'all don't got fashion. Right, y'all definitely don't got that. Y'all ain't got fashion. I don't know why somebody said that New York State was a fashion state. This shit ain't no fashion state. This shit a copy and paste state. You damn right. First off, you could tell that y'all copy and paste because on the super fat drill rap, right, started off in Chicago. How does shit get all the way to New York? How y'all doing drill? This not y'all sound. Off top, that's why I said, bro, listen, I knew it was something wrong with New York State when I started paying attention to this too. Every time they have a star that pop off in New York, right, you gotta watch how they try to do their ass. They try to, Biggie, Tupac, 50 Cent, yeah. When they can't control the star, man, they try to infiltrate the motherfucker out there. I'm trying to tell you, New York State demonic is a motherfucker. This is home of the demons. Yo, they conscious underneath the moon. Hell yeah. They still underneath the moon. They still underneath the little rock and shit. I'm done. They still underneath the rock. They know that. They know that. They ain't developed consciously. New York State dead. It is. What they need to do is, you know, New York State used to be red back in the day, right? I know what? I'm trying to tell you real tech. New York State used to be red. Listen, bro. I'm not inciting violence. Hear what I'm talking about. New York State used to be so red, they used to be like a deep red state. I'm gonna show you this. You got red, but then you got deep red. Deep red is a different breed, bro. It's a different breed. You you understand what I'm saying, right? It's like the bloodlines, right? You got the brims. That's the deep red ones. Right. So it's like when you start understanding, like you got dark reds and you got light reds. New York State used to be a deep red state. They used to have a lot of shit. But then, from my understanding of what I'm understanding, the people conscious got infiltrated. This is why they flipped them blue. Right. Go back to the original maps. And you'll start seeing what I'm talking about. Like, yo, New York State, it was actually red at one point in time. Another thing was this too. They used to put not inciting violence, just telling you what I know. They used to put cops on the walls like it was nothing. Yeah. This is one of them states before it became a cop state. They used to put the cops on the walls. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is the shit that they tried to keep like hidden about New York State. It used to be a lot of cops that used to get shot the fuck up here. I know you're looking at me like, what? I'm just trying to tell you what I know. You go to a lot of their old bloodlines, I ain't gonna say old bloodlines, but they bloodlines, and they'll tell you like, nah, what he telling you is real. That's what used to happen. It used to be the people versus the government. Thank you. It used to be the people versus the government until they flipped into a government state. I'm trying to tell you, bro, the people been at war with the government for a long time. And the government understand that if we can psychologically control them, then we can get the whole state of New York. Thank you. And the whole thing about it was that a lot of people don't want to admit, but if you speak to some of the OGs in New York, the real ones, right? That you can see that walked from that life and became something very successful, they would tell you like, yeah, the neighborhoods is infiltrated. Yep. Like, I'm gonna show you how they did it. On every side of the coast, right? On every side, every section, every city, you always got like tribes. You know what I'm saying? You got different tribes and shit. When you go back to like, let's say let's start from the 60s, right? Let's say 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990, right? Before the 2000s hit, it was wars going on with the government and the people. See what I'm saying? I'm talking about the old government, not the new government that's rolling in now. The old government. And what the old government used to do is they used to infiltrate neighborhoods. So you know how in your mind, right, you think that the tribes that's in New York, you think they was gang members. They was not gang members, bro. They is not gang members. I'm going to tell you that. They going to make you think like that, but they not gang members. What they used to do is they used to be like an organization. They were organized. They knew things about their neighborhood, and they didn't want their neighborhoods to be, how can I say, infiltrated due to the government. What the government used to do is they used to take motherfuckers from out the neighborhood, and they'll tell them like, yeah, we got these drugs for you this and third. We want you to sell these drugs to the neighborhood. And what they were trying to do is they were trying to crack the consciousness of all these peoples in this neighborhood. Just like if you watch Matrix 1, it's the same thing with Morpheus. You know how they put him in a chair? That's just a third dimensional form of showing you what the government used to do. They still do it to this day, though. You right. So I know the tech. You might look at me like, what the fuck? I'm trying to tell you, that's what they used to do. Then, once they got into the conscience of the people, right, then it's like you hack all of these motherfuckers. Now you infiltrate them. Now, guess what? They destituted. Right, this when government programs started rolling out all type of shit. See? The whole fight was fight against the people. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They don't like strong-minded people, bro. They don't like that shit. Because if you got strong-minded people, now you got a strong-minded neighborhood. And you got a whole neighborhood that's like, oh, we don't need the government. We can do this shit ourselves. Told you. The government could form motherfuckers' consciences to need them, bro. I'm trying to tell you. The people can do this shit on their own. Everybody gonna tell me, well, we need government, but we don't need none of that shit. We don't need none of that shit. We need each other. That's what we need. That's how it originally started right there. You ain't got no water? Yeah, go 3 straights over in this section right here. They got a water thing right here. You need some food? Yeah, it says. You need a job and shit? Yeah, buddy over here already got a business right here. You can work for buddy over here until you get something else. See? It was the inside connections. Once it went corporatized, it started fucking everything up in the game. And that's what happened to the New York State chapters. And I call them the New York State chapters because that's how they started off. They had spades. They had all different type of sections. Before you got to like the Crips, Bloods, all that, I'm talking about that era, before it came into that era. Then once the C's and the B's stopped attaining, that's a whole nother era. Right. And what you don't know, the same thing that happened to them is the same thing that happened to them. Thank you. They infiltrate the technology of your mind to make you think, oh yeah, they all gang members. And then they infiltrate it by basically using certain motherfuckers that's doing dumb shit in the game, and they put that shit on front page to make your conscious think this is the only thing that's going on. Now, in the background, they over here trying to fuck over everybody. Thank you. Motherfucker, you better know the game. Shit, I know the game. This the game right here. This is what they do. I don't speak about that too much because I know a lot of people don't have open ears to that. They kind of stuck in an old world where they don't even understand that, you know, like I said before, Like a lot of people don't understand like what's really going on when it comes to sections like that. People that think they just normal people working a job, you've been infiltrated too. Just as much as them. You know your neighbors? No. You speak to your neighbors? No. That's just how they want you to be. Now they could put anything in your neighborhood and you'll never know because you ain't connected to your neighborhood. Thank you. What's a neighborhood? What's a neighborhood if we ain't all connected? What's a neighborhood if you got a gang of motherfuckers that's watching you and they never speak to you? Okay then, bro. Anybody know that's a weird activity. Like, what? That's what be happening in New York State. And bro said, no, stop, sir. Anybody know, right? The Matrix was designed, right, by a goddess. Thank you. I don't know what this fool talking about. She was actually in Matrix, the second one. I don't know what that fool talking about. Anyways. It seems like if you have an aura, people will always see you and try to follow and drain, but some places have more thirsty people. Well, that's the thing about it. Most people, you got to think, if you don't have the light within you, of course you want to use the energy because you don't have no energy for yourself. I'm gonna show you the braziest thing that I had did to two women, and it was at the same time. Shit was brazy. I wanted to know, right, what these women was doing. What they was doing was both of them had their eye on me, right? This the thing though. When they had their eye on me, they'll look up at me, and then right when I look up, they'll do this. I already know that's weird activity. Now, in your mind, you might think about it like, oh, maybe they like you. I can look into their eyes and see like, yeah, they possess. Ain't no light in them. Thank you. Ain't no soul in them. I can see it. Now, this the thing about it. I wanted to see what was going on. So this is what I do. I'm bold. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I went up to them, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what y'all looking at? Right? So when I asked them what they looking at, they started acting like, oh, we don't know how to speak English. So they told the little girl, they was like, what is he saying? And the little girl told them like, oh, he's saying that y'all sitting here staring at him. Now pay attention, right? Right when the little girl said that, both of them looked up at me and they was like, we're not staring at you. That's the thing about it. I wanted to see if they lie. I wanted to see if they mind, either tell them the truth or tell me a lie. Once I see that they lie to themselves, they lie to themselves. Back off. Thank you. They can't even see what the fuck I'm doing. That's when I knew off top. Think about it. If you being honest with yourself and you connected with yourself, that's like a girl rolling up on me. She like, yeah, baby, I seen you looking at me and shit. I'm gonna be real, I was. You fine as hell. I am looking at you. Word. And me looking at you brung you to me. Thank you. Thank you. You see how that worked? It's all good. I see you just as much as you see me, but I'm going to be real with myself. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I wasn't, because now she going to look at it like, oh, you a faker then. You ain't real to yourself. And now shorty going to walk off on your shit. Thank you. But if you being real with yourself and you on some real player shit, you just like, nah, I seen you and shit. No, I see you. I can't, you know what I mean? You keep passing by me and shit. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You high tech. I see you and shit. Fuck with me. Yeah, let me talk to you for a minute. Something like that. Most people can't be real with themselves. So once I seen that, I backed off of both of them. I understand that both of them is a lie to themselves. Setups. Now you got a mother and this is a daughter, right? The little girl that they with, right, that's the daughter to the other daughter, right? Once I seen that, I'm like, damn, I'm like, you know how to play the game. You damn right? Yeah. You gotta know how to play the game. I know they probably was sitting there like, damn, so he know. Yeah, I know. I already know. Let me see what's happening here. He said he's tuned in and awake, and most aren't, which is sad because it's right in your face. Right. Most people, like, they can be being used, right, and something could be possessing them. But this is the thing, they don't know. So when you go to ask them, right, something like this, stop spamming the comment section, bro. Stop spamming the comment section before I put you on timeout. Stop doing that. Come here right here, this fucking stupid motherfucker. Fuck off. Y'all can comment in the comment section, just don't spam the comment section for attention, okay? Okay? Don't do that. Don't do what that fucking Neutron is doing down there. Don't do that, okay? You can comment. I don't mind you commenting. But it's just like what the bros were saying just up here. Right here. You see what they were doing right here? They were just exchanging intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Programs like the spam comment sections. I don't have time for that. Okay? Back to what bro was talking about. He said he tuned in and awake, and most aren't, which is sad because it's right in your face. It is. I'm just understanding how to use them. That's it. I'm sitting here watching like, yeah, they possessed by something. And the funny thing about it was this: whatever that was possessing them, she would move her, bro. It was like she was moving like a robot. She would literally move her head like this, very slow. And then she'll sit there and look. And then after that, it's like she was trying to fight it. Like, let me stop looking at him. Because he know I'm looking at him already. He already told me that in my face. Let me stop looking at him and shit. But then what was possessing her, it come right back around just like this. And then she'll try to fight it again. And I'm like, damn, fighting them demons. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, shit brazen. It said, bro said, not going to lie. Every time I tuned in at first, homie sounds crazy. But when he comes around full circle with his knowledge, it ain't a thought, he speaks crazy and hard truth. The thing is, right, that you gotta understand, when you feel, well, I ain't gonna say feel, when you think someone's crazy, do you understand that in that present moment, your thoughts are really fighting you? Your thoughts is telling you, and your thoughts is an algorithm. Your algorithm inform you that. I ain't doing shit. It's just like I was talking to a young little boy on the bus and shit. Buddy looked like he was like probably like maybe 18, 19. That's why I call him a young little boy. He's still young, right? And he said the same thing you said. He was listening to some shit and he was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, I thought you was crazy, but he was like, everything that you say makes sense. I'm like, yeah. When you let me say this, no disrespect. When you in the third dimension consciously, and the technology of your mind is stimulated to the third dimension, and that's the only dimension that you in, and if somebody else come in and they show you like, yeah, the third dimension fake as a bitch, and then they back it up with hardcore facts, right? And they show you by using yourself, you like, damn. And that's what happened in exchanges. That's it. Got it? They designed it like that in the technology of your mind to make you think I'm crazy. But guess what? Guess what? If you think I'm crazy, guess what happens? It puts you in the mind frame to be like, I ain't gonna fuck with you. Thank you. I ain't mad about that. You just gave me a protector shield. That lets you know, like, I don't want to fuck with him. That motherfucker crazy as a bitch. You think I'm looking at it like, oh, that's wrong. Hell no. That means you ain't gonna try to fuck over me. Right. Most people that's crazy, most people like, I ain't trying to fuck over that motherfucker. Hell no, that motherfucker might try to do something to me. Thank you. I done had many people tell me that. Buddy was like, I thought you was crazy. Uh-huh. It's all good. Hey, that's what your mind tell you. Hey, it's all good. Let's say we are connected by some type of force. You even think about someone and they call. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that, bruh? That's some shit. That's some shit. You'll be like, bro, I was just thinking about them. Right. And they come right over there like, yo, what's up? This, that, and the third, such, 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 such. Such, this, that, and the third, such. And this is what I do sometimes. I'll break off connections from everybody. I'll break all connections off, right? And I'll purposely be like, yeah, such, 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 such. Yeah, such, 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 right? And then I'll sit there and I'll be like, they ain't got no way to connect back. See? They ain't got no way to connect back. And I'm going to show you something real quick that I have understand when it comes to the laws of connecting, right? This was what I had understood. I was like, okay, we are connected, right? But let's say in this world right here, let's say you don't use phones to connect with nobody. You cut off all the numbers, right? Let's say you're on social media. You make a new profile. Bro, this shit brazy as fuck. You could make a whole brand new profile, right? You don't put no picture on there, nothing, right? Do you know the social media app will reroute all those people back in there? Do you know why? I'm gonna show you why. You know your contacts? Your contacts might still hold, right? Them contacts listen, your contacts in the social media app, remember they'll ask you, do you wanna connect your contacts with your social media app? That way everybody know you on see? And they'll reroute all the motherfuckers right back to you. See? You ain't see that, right? You gotta be careful with this motherfucking phone right here. You be like, I'm trying to escape these motherfuckers. They might want to make you a whole new profile there. A whole brand new profile where you like, bruh, it's that deep. I see what the phone do. I be paying attention. So that's how I be knowing. And then some people like, how the fuck they get back in my algorithm? Because the algorithm is already installed on your phone. The social media apps, bro, they be even connected to your contact list. If you give it access, it's gonna read all them contacts and put you right back in connection to the motherfuckers on social media. Thank you. Now I'm gonna show you the setup right here, right? It's the accent, bro. Remember, he's a Floridian. You got that, right? So he already said that. There's no form of like correcting him. Don't do that, okay? It's the accent. He's from Florida. You understand that? So with that being said, that's how bro talk. You got it? We don't have the same accent. Where you from? Right. Your accent gonna be different from mine. So based on how I speak, right, and position my mouth, right, that's how I come out like. You understand that like? What am I saying? Setups. You understand that like? What am I saying? If you ain't from my accent, then you don't understand what I'm saying. Thank you. What am I saying? Right, you stuck. Anyways, I'm gonna see something right here. Liz World in here too. What's happening? Let me see. What up, Truth? I see you in here, bro. Let me see who in here. It's just that motherfuckers be like, no way you just did that setup in front of them. I'd be like, it's right here. It's playing already. You just got to understand what's playing in front of you. That's it. I told you, it's just like the girls, right? I seen them. I'm like, I see that the mother and the daughter was looking at me. But the little girl, she was on her phone. She minded her own little business and shit. Right. This is when I went over here to the pantry and shit just to peep out certain things. I like to watch, just as much as I like to watch TV, I like to watch people. I get to know, like, what's real, what's false. See, I can't sit behind a screen to get to know somebody. I like coming out into reality and getting to know things. So that's my new TV now. I told you, once you start rewiring different, bro, you're going You're gonna be like, all right, TV cool, but I want to go out here in reality and experience shit. Right. And this is where you get the truth and reality. It's the reason why they say reality, because this is the reality. It's real. So it ain't no fake shit playing in front of you. You gonna catch motherfuckers being fake in reality. Do you got it? That way you know what's fake and what's real. There you go. Once I seen that, I'm like, cause I wasn't up on a bumper, but I was just trying to like, why they moving the way they moving? There you go. Now you asking a question, right? And you like, hold on, Monsieur. Yo, I see the mother and the daughter looking at me, right? Now, Pete, let's see, right? Let's see if they gonna tell the truth about their actions. Thank you. Watch. I walked up very nicely too, not pressing them nothing. Just come up, yo, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be honest with you, I seen both of y'all looking at me and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's happening with it though? Nah, it's all good. Y'all can do that, whatever the case may be. What's up? What's happening? The minute that they told the little girl, like, what is he saying? Right? Because they spoke in Spanish. Thank you. The little girl, she knew English and Spanish, so she translated. And she was like, what you say? I was like, ask them, right? Why they looking at me? Now, Pete, I want to see if the mother is going to be the truth to herself, and I want to see if her daughter is going to be the truth to herself. Setups. As soon as the little girl was like, oh, he said that y'all was both looking at him, right? Both of them was like, no, we're not. No, we're not looking at him. That let me know that the mother is a lie to herself. That let me know the daughter is a lie to herself. Setups. See? Now I back out. See? Now I understand that if they was connected to themselves, they would have simply said, nah, I was looking at you. You handsome. For real? Yeah, you handsome. You look like something. You look like a star. That's why I was looking at you. That's how it is. Like, now I can respect that. Now, the conversation would have led into myself speaking to them. Oh, what's such. But listen, when something is set for you, it's not going to lie to you. It's going to tell you the truth. Why? Because it understands, like, I got to keep it truthful with myself. Thank you. You think you lying to me, baby. I already know the truth. I just want to see how your mind move. Either you will lie to yourself or you true yourself. Setups. You think I come to someone and I want to know the truth. You going to tell me the truth. Hell no. I already know the truth already. I just want to see if you a liar to your own consciousness. Setups. If you a liar to your own conscience, back door. Let me get up out of there. Like, I guess in their third dimensional world, it was like, so he trying to find the truth to us. Nah, baby, he already know the truth already. I never look from the truth from someone else. I look at it from myself. Myself going for me. You see that right there? Yeah, peep out the scene where you see that, right? Now let's see. Let's go up there real quick and see what's happening. Let me see. Damn, like, that's why I was like, ooh. Now I'm gonna say this too. When I was there, I'm watching everything or whatever the case may be, right? And when I was there, I'm peeping out certain things. There was it was these 3 women right here. They were Spanish too. And they had a baby with them, right? Bro, the little girl was so beautiful, bro. She had a full crown of hair, curly. Little girl was so beautiful. She looked like she probably was like maybe 3-4 months. Yeah, somewhere in there, right? Beautiful little girl. I'm sitting there looking at her. I'm like, damn. The more and more I look at this little girl, I want to have children. God damn. This little girl just pulling my conscience into what I want it to be in. I can say, when it come to babies, they can see that I have a light, but they light shine too. And I've been sitting there looking at the baby like, so beautiful. So the women, they looked up at me and they said something to me. I said, hey, this is what I want to say to y'all. I said, who the mother of that child? And they basically told me like, oh, the mom, she home, or whatever the case may be. So it was pretty much like the aunties and the grandmother. And I said to them, I said, tell the mother and the father they made a beautiful creation. Yeah, she is beautiful. Look, she drop dead gorgeous, bro. I'm talking about literally like, she one of them babies where I be in reality like, yeah, sis, see her like, yeah, stop the whole world. Stop the whole world. Let's stop this shit. God damn. She is too, look at her. A bundle of joy. God damn. Like, that's when the heart start talking like, you know what I'm saying? So, even though I see fucked up shit with adults, when I look at kids, I look at them like, damn, that's pure innocence. And it kind of give me that mental projection of this is what you protect. Like, right, like, damn. Like just her looking at me, it just that shit do a lot. It really do. But the connection that we had with each other, I could see it. I was like, why she look at me? Cause she can see something within you. Like, for real? Yeah. But it's always been like that with kids. It don't matter if they're white, black, Hispanic. They see me and they like, hi. I'm like, what's up? What's going on with it? What's up? And then people, they look at me like, how the fuck he got that connection? Like, that's just how I was born. I'm still connected to my kid side. So I feel like with kids, they can still see the kid in me. So they connect with that. They like, nah, he won't do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy. Like, no, it's a kid, bro. The fuck, it's a kid. If anything, I'm gonna try to help the kid or, put it in a better position. I'm not one of those ones to like harm children. It's not in my heart. It's not. That's just not in my heart. I can't see myself doing that to a child because I'm a child and I understand how this world do children. So I stand on the right side when it come to kids. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But her, I was like, she the bundle of joy. Look at her. Can't wait to have me a daughter. God damn, for real, for real. But the whole time, little girl had her eyes on me the whole time. And the aunties and everybody, they'll look up at her, they'll look at her, and they'll see what she's looking at, and they keep looking at me. And it's like, I feel like the little girl was telling them, like, he's something. And that's it. She was infant. She looked like she was between 2 to 3 months. And she just kept looking at me the whole time. Like, she was eating her little cookie and shit, and it was giving her a little bit of water and stuff. She just had her eyes on me the whole time. I'll look away, and she'll still have her eyes on me. I'm like, damn, the connection is deep, isn't it? The connection is deep. But I said to myself in that moment, I said, I guaranteed you she could speak. Right. She'll probably tell you the truth. Like, no, I can see you. No, I can see you. It's kind of brazy that 2 grown-ass women, they had their eyes on me, but couldn't speak the truth of their real mind. But an infant that could not speak, I was like, imagine she could speak. She'd probably tell you some real shit. And that's sad, bro. That's sad. Like, damn. Like, that's sad. Like, hey, I guess that's the world that we in for right now. For right now. It don't exist like that forever, baby. Shit. They are, bro. They that. It's like I could be worn on the battlefield, right? I could be straight worn on the battlefield. I see a baby and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, what just happened? It's the baby. Oh, damn. Okay, pause everything. Let me see. Like, bro, you was just tearing this shit up. I know. I got to stop. Pause. Let me see. Gosh, that's life right there. Damn. No, I got to watch this shit for a minute. Let me see. And I couldn't really, like, I wasn't trying to overly stare at the little girl, but I feel like that's a piece of me that was getting mashed out. Like, bro, you ain't doing nothing wrong by looking at her. That's life. That's the reason why you do that. I'm like, what do they tell you in this world when they think motherfuckers pedophiles and shit just by looking at a little kid? Like, bro, no way. But I feel like she was helping me, right? With like, it's okay, I'm a baby. Right. This is what you naturally connected to. I'm like, damn. But you know how sometimes you doing something and you like, well, in this world, they think like this. You see what I'm saying? Because you got these fucking adults around you and shit. You see what I'm saying? But you just being your natural self, your natural character. You just like, it's a baby. Right. I love children. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But this world fucked up. This world will be, why you looking at that kid? It's life, motherfucker. What you mean? That's why I say, bro, these motherfuckers be AI programs. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to say this about myself. Every time I come around children, it don't matter where they from, they naturally gravitate towards me. I remember one time I was on a plane. Was I on a plane? What? Yeah, I was on a plane. I was on a plane coming from Florida going to New York. And it was this Arabian little girl. And she sat right next to me and she was just looking up at me like, and her parents, they decided to look at me. I was like, hey, I ain't gonna hurt your daughter and shit. They was like, no, sir, we not thinking like that, sir. No, sir. And I'm like, why the fuck did I just say that? Because the world we live in. It ain't you, bro. It's just the fucking world we live in. Motherfuckers, you trying to hurt my kid? Like, no. But I realized with myself, like, naturally you connected to kids. If kids could come around you and naturally just trust you before you even say something, it's got to be the energy. It's got to be the energy. And it's like I've always been like that. But I do remember having a dream, too, where I had my locks was long as a motherfucker, bro. I was, like, big. Like, real, like, big and strong. And I was like, I'm running through shit, shooting shit up, all type of, I got this big-ass gun. And I got this white coat on. And I'm in all black. But I know what the white coat mean. You know what I'm saying? But I'm shooting shit up, wherever the case may be. I got no fear in my heart. Just shooting shit up. Until I kind of ran into this house, right? And when I ran into this house, it was these two black kids. They seen me. It was a little boy and a little girl, right? They seen me. And when they seen me, they was like, they automatically like, they was with their mother. But bro, they automatically got up and they walked straight over there to me without even, no questions, no nothing. They walked right over there to me. So I'm sitting there and the mother, she was like, help me. And I was like, no. And she was like, why? I was like, no. And I understood in that moment, just before the dream came out, I understood what happened. See, that's why I say this shit be deeper than what it is. I had understood myself in that moment because the child in me wanted to help her. But my father self was like, no, not her. And I was like, why not? And it's because everything that she's doing on this side to work against you, that's why I popped on this side. Like, damn, like, told you. That's why it popped off like that. And bro, when I grabbed the kids, it was like we went to another dimension, another portal, right? And she was like, help me, help. And I was like, no. And they both, basically, the little girl grabbed my hand from the left, the little boy grabbed my hand from the right, and I still had my big-ass weapon in the middle, right? And we just held hands, and we just went into the portal together. And I had to leave her. I couldn't do nothing. I'm like, damn, bro. I still think about that dream today. I do. Like, I couldn't help her. And I understood. It's the things that y'all do in this world. Y'all be trying to ruin a motherfucker. And then a motherfucker go on the other side, and you like, what the fuck? Like, it was like I was sent there just to help them too. Like, I was so strong, though. Like, this suit was different. I'm trying to tell you, this suit was different. Like, my muscle structure and everything, it was just like this suit, but I was, like, real big. My locks, they looked like they was damn near to the ground. Right, I'm running through shit, fearless, shooting shit up, smoke. Smoking shit. I had this high-powered, like, weapon, though. This weapon wasn't no weapon that was from this world, though. And I had this big-ass white coat on. And my coat was like, because I usually wear long coats. I like long coats. But this coat was like midway. Yeah. It kind of looked like a bubble jacket. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I grabbed the kids. They grabbed my hand like, we going with you. No, hell no. We ain't fucking with her. She ain't got what you got. You look like motherfucker. They looked at me like, no, that's the one. Now they said, that's the one. Come on, we out of this bitch. Come on. She was like, help me. I'm like, I'm like, no. Like, I gotta obey that. Yeah, I gotta obey that. I'm sorry, I can't do nothing. I'm sorry. Come on, whole portal opened up. Greg grabbed my hands, we went right in the portal. And it's like the whole shit just disappeared. I'm like, damn. But I was saying to myself, what happened if those were your children that you saved? That's right. Because I know I have a son and a daughter. I know I do. I'm just looking for their mamas and shit. Fuck, get the binoculars out, son. Let me see what the moms. She'll come. That's why I don't be rushing shit. I be like, nah, it naturally happen. Just keep on going and being yourself. But about time it do happen, you be like, damn, you are overly prepared. You are overly prepared. What the fuck? Now I'm gonna say this. You hear the cars beeping? That's confirmation. I feel like in this moment, even in this life, like right now in this moment, I feel like myself is getting me prepared for that though. Because it's been many things that I have went through consciously, and it's like after I go through it, I be like, I want to have kids. Like, no way. I just want to have some kids and shit. Yeah, I just want some kids. I want that. You know what I'm saying? As warriors want children too. They do. They be fucking shit up on the earth. Like, yeah, fuck this shit up too. Yeah, like. But then when they see kids, they like, oh shit, that's life right there. Now pause everything. You kids need some help? Like, yes, we need some help. These things trying to get us. Where they at? Blow them shits up. They like, go get Big Brother. Go get him. Oh, shit. Ain't that some shit? That's some shit. For real. I seen myself again. I wear spiritual head ties on my head. Some people call them scarves. This shit was like Dragon Ball Z. This motherfucker don't play. This motherfucker popped through the dimension like a Kuma. Like, oh yeah, come on, get in there. What's up? Who in a fight? Everything fall down. Like, now I remember I had some other kids that I was helping too, but they had like superpowers and shit. But it was like it's like we was fighting some shit. I can't make out what the fuck these things are. I just can't. It's just everything happened so quickly. But we was on the battlefield, and it was like these other little kids, they was fighting shit. They had superpowers too. But for some reason, once I came through and started fucking shit up, these little kids look at me like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? They're like, this motherfucker destroying the whole board. Bro, they was stuck like, oh, shit. But then consciously I connected to them. And it was like, it felt like I elevated their power. And then they started fighting, like, bro, they started fighting at a different level. Like, it was like, cause I you know what I mean? Like, I get high tech with shit. So it was like, I was like fighting shit. I'm like, yeah! And they was, the little kids, yeah! Like, they could feel the power too. I'm like, bro, they paused they was fighting shit too. But as soon as I came in, they like, who's this? Who the fuck is that up there? We need him on our team, come on. They stuck, they like, God damn. This nigga fucking everything up. And shit was brazen. I'm like, damn. You telling me I caused that much destruction? That's why you be so calm. Like, yo, this one do not play. I had the head tied around my head. You know what I'm saying? Tied around. And I was really like my head tie was like red. I didn't know what that means, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of similar to this one. Maybe this is the reason why I picked this one up. It was kind of similar to this. Like this one. And I kind of had it tied around my head like that, right? And it was like way longer though. And then I had on like all darkness. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just fucking up mad shit on the board. Just ugh. Fall down. Ugh. You too. Ugh. Like, who the fuck is that? Like, that's them Super Saiyans. What? That's them Super Saiyans right there. They're gonna fuck up your shit. And I remember I seen another twin of mine's, and he had locks too. But this is when I was working for, I had experience for myself. I was at this place called the Windfoot Grill. And as soon as I seen him, I was like, yo, bro, I ain't trying to be funny. You look like a fucking Super Saiyan. And he just started cracking the fuck up. He just started cracking the fuck up. But just by viewing him and me and him, like, you know, because he was showing me certain shit. He like, yo, you got to do the wings like this. The fries, they go in here, such and such, such and such, and such and such. I'm like, I was just kind of stuck for a second, like, there's another twin of mine's, like, right. This shit is brazy. Like, oh, no way I got to see him, right? And you could tell when, oh, my bad, y'all. God damn, how that happen like that? Damn. Anyways, right? You could tell when certain people is real in the game because you only get to see them like once or twice. You never get to see them asses again. You'd be like, bruh, what the I never seen bro again. Told you. That's when you know they the real. When you like, I see them once or twice. Damn. That's how it happened with the real ones. You like, you better make the connection. Yeah. They might not see their ass again. They come through once or twice. And they out of there. I'm talking to Buddy. He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? He was like, I'm working there. Whatever the case may be. He was like, yeah, you know what I mean? My family, you know, my child, such, 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 such. He was like, my girl, you know, she be acting crazy and shit. I'm like, is you telling me something about myself? No. What are you talking about? This shit was so funny. When I was working there, it was this white lady. It was this older white lady, right? She probably was like maybe 50, 55, right? And this old white lady, you could tell whoever she was married to, she didn't give a fuck about that dude. Every time I would come in there, she would make it where she'll sit there and stare at me, right? And I already know what she's doing. It's a subconscious thing, like you trying to connect to me. I'll block the whole connection off. There you go. Yup, because I already know the whatchamacallit. The minute I look up at you, you go. When people play like that with themselves, I look at it as immaturity. Thank you. I'm not going to play with you. And then you're 55. Right, you got it? Right, don't get me wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the married thing on. Damn. Told you the married women don't be giving a fuck. They don't be giving a fuck about nothing. Like, this shit brazy as fuck. That's I'm like, this must not be a real game. No. She said, Q, if the child in us relates to the things that happen around us, how can we not say, don't bring up my past? What you mean by that, Liz? What you mean? What you mean by that? What you mean? Let me know what you mean. I don't want to be quoting what you saying the wrong way. That's how I be telling some people there say something. I'm like, what you mean? What you mean by that? Now give me further clarity. What you talking about? Yeah. Let me know. All right. Let me see something. Let me see what else in here. What? Hold on. Stop. What's this boy name? Trevor Carter. What is wrong with this person? This person start off with a great message. Peace and blessings, King. What that mouth do, brother? What? Do you know how you sound, sir? Sir. No, sir. Oh, God. Yeah. Is that Trevor from GTA playing around back there? I'm done. Trevor with his crazy ass. He got the tattoo that say cut here. I'm done. That might be Trevor. Bro said babies are so sweet. Now they are. I'm done. Bro, look at King Will. Bro, funny as hell. Bro said, I'm here driving, so can't type as much. Gotta stay focused too many NPCs driving. I'm done, bro. Let me say this. Right? The last time I drove a car, right? It's been a little minute. Self-doing things what I need to do and shit. I know. But, man, last time I drove a car was when I had my Honda Accord. And that was, what version I got? That's when, the 2020. I just got that thing brand new. Yo! Just got that motherfucker. Bruh, if I knew what I knew today, I wouldn't even bought that motherfucking car. Pandemic crashed out our whole shit. I just got my shit. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they were like, what color you want? I'm like, you got blue? This is when I was still in my blue mind. This the past version of me, not the update. I'm like, let me see the blue one? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, throw some tints on that. Bruh, every time I used to pull up with that car with my brothers and grab them and shit, they used to be like, bruh, they was like, your car look like a Hot Wheel car, bruh. I'm like, yo, this shit. They was like, yo, you really got this shit? Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, that Honda Accord, the 2020 version, the body on that shit, even the engine in that motherfucker. That was my motherfucking car. I don't give a fuck. Even as I obtain everything that I need to obtain, I'm going to get that car again. I don't give a fuck. You be like, bruh, you got all this motherfucking money. Why is you getting a Honda Accord? Because this Honda Accord is different. This is not a Honda Accord, motherfucker. This is a different type of Honda Accord. What the fuck? That was, bruh, when I the body on that motherfucker, I'm like, yeah, we bringing this home right here. She coming, yeah, she coming home. Yeah, she coming. Come on, bring your ass. They looked at my credit score. They was like, the one dude, he told me, he was like, with your credit, you can get you a Mercedes or a BMW. I'm like, I could? He like, yeah. I'm like, nah, you gonna try to give me some used shit. I want some brand new shit. That's when, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know the value of cars or what I know now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that shit. I'm looking at this shit like, man, this shit brand new, this shit lit. We about to get high tech in this motherfucker. Hell yeah. This shit had the turbo engine. Going in that motherfucker. Bruh, that car was so official. I remember it was this one white dude. This is when I was in North Carolina, in Greensboro. Yup. I'm driving the car. And then when I was in Greensboro, I ain't do no speed limit. Boy, fuck that speed limit. I used to do literally 90 miles per hour. Blowing shit. That's what type of driver I was. You'd be like, bro, you willing to fuck out this bitch. I ain't gonna hit nothing. My brother, bro, my brother trusts me so much. He used to literally kick his feet up in the car, right? And he'll be sitting there rolling up a blunt, right? He know I'm doing 90. And when you look at him, you be like, bro is relaxed as a bit. He's super relaxed. He like, I already know bro ain't gonna crash this shit. This how you drive and shit. Bro, no way I kick this bitch up to 90. I'm like, when it come to speed, I love speed. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go fast. I can't. In my conscience, it's kind of hard for me to do the speed limit. And I know you think like you probably got many speeding tickets. No, I got a good driver's record. Yeah, I got a good driver's record. Majority of the time, if not projecting this into my reality, okay, because I hate car accidents. But anytime I get into a car accident, it's always somebody hitting me. It's not me, never. I know you like, bruh, I do 90, bruh, the speed limit can be literally 70 miles per hour. I'm cranking this shit up to a 90, 100, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. I get there in 2.5. You be like, I remember I had to pick up one of my brothers. I'm like, yeah, I called him on the phone. I'm like, yeah, sis. Yeah, I'll be there like in 5 minutes. He like, bro, to get over here, it's going to be about a 30 mile, he said a 30-minute drive. I said, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes, bro. Listen, when I get there and call you, you better be fucking ready, bro. Okay? All right. Literally, get in the car, get on the highway. 90 this shit. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Ain't no cops out here. Crank that up to an extra 10, 100. Go through there, pick up, bro. He like, bruh, what the fuck? You just made it here in 10 minutes. How the fuck you do that? I'm like, bro, I don't do the speed limit, bro. I can't. I feel like they're trying to rule my mind, telling me to do 70 miles per hour. I know the average person like, bro, 70 miles per hour is fast. That's not fast enough for me. I gotta crank it up an extra 20 right there. Yeah. I remember my ex and shit, she used to be like, how the fuck you just do this shit? I'd be like, what? It's just the wheel, girl. You just got to know how to brake, step off a little bit, let the car go right here. Cut through shit. Ugh. Like, she be like, this is why you like watching the Fast and Furious? I'm like, yes. I be getting the cheat codes off that shit. So hold on real quick. You telling me all I got to do is just let the car glide. There you go. Step off the gas. Let it glide right there. Now hit the signal button. Let it float over here. There you go. Now float through this right here. Now get any up. Ugh. No way. I'm one of them type of drivers, but I'm a very smart driver. I don't put myself in a situation where we gonna crash out. Hell no. If I know we gonna crash, calm this shit down. There you go. All right. I remember one time my brother, I kind of spooked him out because he didn't know how I drive and shit. I kind of spooked him out one time. We was in the car, and he was like, bruh, I'm looking, because when I look, I can see cars ahead, like all the way up there. So I'm looking, and I'm like, hold on, let me see. I'm like, hold on, you got it. It was an 18-wheeler to the left and to the right. They both was hugging up. They was hogging up both of the lanes. They hogging this shit up. So I looked over at bro. I said, pardon me, bro, okay? He like, pardon you? I'm like, pardon me. Watch. I took the emergency lane, right? Go all the way up. Yo, the 18-wheelers, it was, after I got past the first one, it was like 3 of them more. I'm like, why is they hogging up the road? Like, went to the emergency lane, cut all through that shit. My brother looked at me, he like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, calm down, bro. Stop panicking. I got this shit. Cut through. Ugh. All right, ante up. Ugh. Bro, what type of driver you are? I keep telling you I drive spaceships too. You got it? All right. I don't give a fuck about none of this. That's what I said. I'm a different breed, bro. I don't give a fuck on the road. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't. I know motherfuckers like, how many times you ever got pulled over by the cops? Shit. Not that many times, I don't recall. I don't get speeding tickets. Like I'm a smart speeder. I'm not a dumb speeder. You got it? This is how smart I am. I'll literally crank my shit up to 90, right, and then back down to 70, and then ride with the other cars. Just ride around. Just ride. All right. Giddy up. All right. Ain't nobody in this. We crank this bitch up at the 90. Woo! Then it crank down. Go down. You don't know how to do that, do you? Because you're going to speed through the whole shit, right? You got to know how to camouflage in this shit. Camouflage. So come back in here. All right, come through. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Bro, I remember one time, my foresight brazy as fuck. I remember one time I was like, I feel like it's cops in the air. Like, no way. I felt like it was cops in the air. So I'm like, Yeah, cut this shit down right here. Come over here. Boom. Bro, I kid you not. They was right there. And as soon as I cut my shit down and back down to 70, they was right there. I'm like, damn. Yeah, them spidey senses is tingling, ain't they? Foresight, brazy as fuck. So they did pull me over, not because of my speeding though. This is almost in North Carolina, and it was like, your tents is way too dark. Like, we can't see what's in your car. I'm like, why are you trying to look inside my car? Hold on, slow down. Why are you trying to look inside my car though? What you want to see? And then they seen the plates. They was like, oh, you coming from New York? I'm like, yeah, I'm just visiting family and shit. Bruh, these motherfuckers so robotic and programmed out. They was like, they lied and was like, we smell marijuana in the car. I'm like, y'all just want to do a search, bro. I said, listen, let me tell you setup. This is how y'all predictable program. Let me show you what's going on. You think I'm a black man, right? That's inside of a car that could be possibly a fucking rental, right? And then after that, you're looking at it as New York, they're probably selling drugs. I said, you know what I'm gonna do for you? Just to fuck your whole mind up, because I don't have to do this to you, but I'm about to show you how your program is fucking your mind up. Watch. Go ahead and search the car. They looked at me like, I was like, I don't have to let you do it. I'm gonna show you how ignorant you are. Bro, they really went in the car and started searching. It was like, have a nice day, sir. Have a nice day. So it's like, you show law enforcement, like, why you gotta think like this? It's a nice car. I own this shit. It's not a rental. You people are stupid as fuck. And that just show you the stupidness in a lot of people. Even with law enforcement, when I see them, I'm like, I don't have to let them search the car, but I want reality to smack the fuck out them in the face. And they looked through the car and they was like, sir, have a nice day. I'm like, oh, so you're not gonna give me a ticket for it? They was like, sir, have a nice day. Thank you. Let's go. There you go. That's how you do them motherfuckers. Damn dumbasses. Shit brazy as fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get up out of here. Relative reality. Hold on, Mrs. On? What she said? She said. Let me say this, right? If your body, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I'm kind of look at that as something different. If, let's say, right, you naturally holster your energy, right? And your body tell you, like, yeah, you know, it's time for you to have your natural sexual experiences. This is what your mind and your body telling you, right? What? That's natural. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say this. You must have some type of control, right? If you're not just, fucking every day, all day. But if your body says and your mind is aligned and your energy is aligned, I don't look at it like that. I just don't. I look at it like you must already have control because you only do it when it's time for it to be done. So, is that the same department? I feel like it's the same. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like somebody made that else up because I feel like that's really a self thing. Yeah, that's not a thing like, let's say I'm gonna say this. This is just what I would do to you. I'm being real. Let's say I'm dating you, right? And I only get it from you. That's it, right? And you tell me no, right? You can't control that. No, you can't control that with me. I said, I'm gonna go somewhere else. To me, that's manipulation. I'm just being real with you. Yeah, I'm just being real. I don't look at it like that. Maturity comes in when you're not depleting your energy. Right, I understand that part. But if your conscious and your body is showing you like, yeah, it's time, right? And you say no, that's not mature to me. That's just like a woman where her conscience is like, it's like she not fucking every day, but her conscience is like, okay, it's time, baby. It's time for you to do this, this, that, and the third. And your body telling you as well. Right. And you ignore it, yeah, I feel like you're gonna fuck yourself up now. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna fuck yourself up. Yeah. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like if you're not depleting yourself, right, like you're not fucking every day. You just do it when it's time. Right. It's just as much as like, okay, you have, let's say, a plant, right? You have a plant or whatever the case may be. How I look at that shit is if the plant grows itself up and it's not depleting itself and it's time for it to, let's say, become bigger or gain more conscious, and then you say no, I don't look at that as maturity. I don't. I look at it as a form like you're ignoring yourself. To me, I don't look at that as maturity. I look at it as maturity is when you let things naturally build up and then it's time for it to be released the way it's supposed to. And if someone get in front of your experience and tell you, oh no, such and such, 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 to me, that's controlment. Yeah, you can't. If you tell me no, and I'm only dating you, what you think I'm about to do? I dealt with this in the past. This is something I would never ever deal with or accept ever again. This is manipulation. I know. So if you let it naturally build up, right, and your consciousness is like, oh yeah, it's time to do this right here. Right. Your body's showing you that too. And then someone else step in front of you and tell you, oh no, because you may be on something like, that's mature to me. That's not mature to me. That's you telling the next being that they can't have their sexual experience with you because you're looking for something personally through them. No. You look through that through yourself. You got it? Now, if the guy is depleting himself and he's not letting the energy build, resonate, the conscious building, then that's a problem. I can understand that. But you naturally have an urge and you're with your other, your woman, or let's say vice versa, that's controlment if you ask me. Yeah, I'm not into none of that. That's manipulation if you ask me. Yes, it is. Sorry. I would never play with that. You have a good day. I can't do it. I wouldn't even get myself in that part. Once you tell me no, I tell you like, baby, this ain't gonna last. Yeah, this is not going to last because why are you doing that? Is it because you're trying to gain some type of ground and controlment with the mind? I'll leave you right there. Have a good day. I'm not going through that. I used to go through that in my past relationship. And I started to realize like, why did I do that? Oh, because it's all manipulation. It sounds good, but think about it. If you're only playing with her, right, and she knows that, right? Can I ask you a question? If it's naturally supposed to happen, naturally, not you fucking every day, then I can understand what your girl like, come on, baby. Come on. You could use your energy for something else. Right, I can understand that. But let's say you using your energy, right, to manifest your world, do everything that you need to do, right? And you naturally have that urge and your woman or vice versa, right, tell you, oh, such and such, such and such, have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. I would never accept that. I'm very mature, but when it comes to the natural, right, and it's time, and I know consciously, like, yeah, it's time. Like, yeah, and then she steps in the way and say, oh, well, I know you just with me and stuff, so no. That means you're trying to control my natural sexual experiences. I will back off of you. Have a good day. I know the difference between maturity and manipulation. I can see past that setup. Right. Okay. I understand that we look at it like, oh, well, we have choices and free will. Yeah. Is your choices and free will aligned, though? Or is it out of controlment? Yeah, I've been through that road already. Yeah, the minute they get like that, I'll be like, oh no, baby, it's okay. You have yourself a good day. Come on, let's go get all our stuff. I gotta send you another girl. You gotta send me another girl. I gotta send you another girl because the other girl, she not gonna tell you that. She gonna tell you like, oh, this naturally supposed to happen. He only come to me and get that. And you gonna do what? What's going on? Let me see. Oh, you can have fun with that. Because it's a video game for you. I understand. But you're not playing those video games on me. You can play those video games with yourself. Have a good day. There you go. I don't play those fucking games. You tell me one time. That's your forever. Baby, we done. Yeah, no. Ain't no talking, ain't no, because you're creating something that doesn't need to be created. That's like two flowers, right? Where they connect with each other. You think the other flower's telling the other flower, I just want to see what I can control about you. So no. And I have to obey? Yes. Okay, goodbye. LaShonda, come on, baby, let's go play. Come on. Come on, baby, I want to have some fun. Thank you. My reality doesn't stop because I partner with you and you want to gain some type of controlment. That's not maturity, if you ask me. That's controlment. And I would definitely run off on your shit. Just being real. I would run off on your ass. You'll be like, I told this motherfucker no one time and he never came back. I told you that. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you something. When it comes to Mother Nature, she never tells me no in anything. Even if it's gonna go wrong, she gonna be like, baby, that's your own experience. Right, you'll figure it out just the way you need to figure it out. So, what's this here? That's controlment, if you ask me. And I can see that a mile away, baby. You have yourself a nice day, okay? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Because it started leading to other things that you wouldn't lead into. Oh, he cheated on me. I ain't cheating on your shit. I'm going to simply leave you right there. This shit is over. Once you tell me I can't do something natural, that my consciousness is like, nah, we ain't did nothing in about 2 weeks. Right. I can understand that because you got to let your energy do other things for you. I understand that. Let's say 2-3 weeks went by and it's time for it to naturally happen. Right. Oh, let me see what I can control about you. Yeah? That's how I look at it. Good day. I would never accept that in my life ever again. Left leg, right leg, get your walk on. Because once you accept it one time, now she's looking at like, okay, so I can control your sexual experiences. Thank you. That's maturity? Being that you can control it, that's maturity, right? I understand the tech. Have a good day. And majority of people, they need some type of, when it comes to high level characters, they had to operate in some type of field where it's like, I just need to feel like I'm controlling you in some type of way. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, could you get the passport? Yeah. Take me to another island. Thank you. Have a good day. I know that in this society. It makes them feel like something. Once I don't allow you to do that, you stay by yourself. Search through that for another guy. Thank you. I don't follow none of that shit. That's manipulation, if you ask me. Maturity. Yeah. Positive Truth said, nah, you right, bro. I see how you set it up. I see. Yeah, no, I understand what's going on. I understand. Some people say, it's this. Oh, I understand that. I understand if you with yourself and you just resonating with your energy. Right, you're not depleting it on some fucking porn site, shit like that. That's maturity. I understand that part. What I'm talking about is if we in connection with each other and it's supposed to naturally happen, right, and you telling me no. Oh no, I'm gonna respect that. No, it's all good. Hell yeah, you good. Let me come on over. LaShonda! Come on, baby, come on, play with me. Come on. That's just how I look at this shit. I don't know when people thought that they can control sexual experiences. That means you searching for control, man. There you go. And I know for some people that may get them aroused. I'm not into that field. I'm good. Have a nice day. I'm not. I already dealt with that with someone in the past, and I would never accept that shit again. Never, ever. When I like the experience and it's supposed to naturally happen, and you trying to make me wait, you just basically gaining ground in my mind to control. The more and more I accept it, the more and more control you get. Because after it comes through sexual experiences, now you're looking at it as, what else can I control? And that's how you operate. I don't fuck with you. Goodbye. I don't like control, man. That's one of the things I hate. No matter how you cloak it, I can see it. At least I was being honest with myself, right? That's all that matters. Let me see. You said to be honest, your brain the fresh under what? Let me see. Hold on, my bad. To be honest, your brain the fresh under subjection. Yo, which you are in control of your spiritual universe within you. What you talking about, bruh? What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about, bruh. What you talking about? Oh, somebody must have set their clock for their psychiatric appointment, I guess. I remember one time, this shit was funny as fuck. They wanted me to go through, what was this shit called? They was like, we want you to go through drug and alcohol counseling. I was like, drug and alcohol counseling? Okay, no problem. Bro, once I got to this one lady, this shit was funny as fuck. This lady, she was asking me certain questions. She was like, do you feel like you're suicidal? And I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I just smoke weed. I smoke what the earth is provided. What the fuck is this? Bruh, she started cracking the fuck up because it smacked her in the face where she like, okay, so he just like smoking weed. Yeah, okay, my bad. I'm sorry, sir. She was like, sir, I'm sorry. She was just like, these are the questions that's on the computer. She started laughing because she was like, pretty much I'm basically talking to a person that's from the earth, right? That's connected to the earth consciously. I was like, ma'am, when I smoke weed, it actually brings in my creativity a whole lot more. Like a whole lot more that you'd be looking at me like, bro, just smoked the whole damn blunt and this motherfucker is talking about something outside the world. What the fuck? But it makes total sense. See? That's how my shit, when I get high, I'm not, I'm on the couch. No, I get to talking about shit that you motherfuckers, sometimes I'll smoke and I'll tell a motherfucker like, am I talking too much? They be like, nah, motherfucker, you actually start talking more when you smoke. I'm like, so I'm more sociable when I smoke? Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I'm more sociable when I smoke. That's an enhancer in life. That means, like, I'm not gonna say you need it, but it's something that helps you. See, you use it for creativity and it becomes something more. Some people just smoke weed just to get high. For me, people look at it like, nah, you connected to that shit. No, your system need that. Your THC still has gotta be high. It's like it has to. Mother Nature must know, like, nah, that's one of my babies. He need this. Like, he need this. He can survive without it. But when he hit it, it do something to him that it'd be like, oh yeah, I want to go do this. Let's go do such and such. Oh nah, this new thought just popped in right here. And such and such. We want to do this too. See? So when when I'm talking to the lady, she was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. Based on the evaluation, you don't need any psychiatric help. You don't need this stuff or nothing. No, she was like, no. She was like, you don't have to come see me no more, or whatever the case may be. You have a nice day. I was like, okay, thank you. What it is I'm around a bunch of jokers. I'm around a bunch of jokers that's not connected to their right brain. Thank you. That's what's going on. We understand that in this experiment right here, this experience that we are in, that literally, when it comes to left mind and right brain, that is something that they don't want in this world right here. They don't want that shit. This is why when you see people that's connected, they don't really socialize with people. The reason why it is, everybody's predictable. Everybody's pretty much the same consciously. How do I know that? Remember when I said I went to the pantry? Right. There was a mother, a daughter, and another little girl with them. Right. I seen that the mother and the daughter, they was looking at me the whole time. Looked like they were possessed. I walked up to them just to see if they would tell the truth to their minds. That's it. Walked up to them, I said, hey, how y'all doing, or whatever the case may be? You know what I mean? This, that, and the third. I seen both of y'all looking at me and stuff. I'm like, it's all good, or whatever the case may be, right? They told the little girl, they was like, what is he saying? The little girl said, she was like, what you say? I was like, tell them that I see that both of them, they looking at me, whatever the case may be, it's all good. What's happening? You know what I'm saying? And then right when she said it back in Spanish, they was like, no, we're not looking at you. I was like, y'all have a good day. Walked away. That let me know right then and there they were liars to themselves. Thank you. Not only that, they're being controlled by something, and they're not totally unaware with themselves. If the left mind and the right brain was connected, they self would have said, nah, we looking at you because we admire you. You handsome. You look like you be doing something. How do I know that? I spoke to a girl named Shaquanda, right? And you could tell that she's connected with herself because she did this in front of everybody and she didn't give a fuck. She literally seen me. She was like, hey, handsome, how you doing? I see you. Uh-huh. How you doing today? Bro, I literally turned around like, oh, shit. She outside her program and she about to get this number. Oh, yeah, you definitely about to get this number right here because you outside the third dimensional program. And I respect you for that. I could never deny you or mistreat you. Not because you a woman, because you outside your third dimensional program. You seen me, you acknowledged my presence. You didn't bypass me like, oh, that's just a regular black man, he ain't shit. See that? And I respect that about her. And I told her, I said, look, right here, right? Hey, look, let me give you my number. Yeah, I like the way you smile. I want to make you smile some more. You know what I'm talking about? She like, yes. Yeah, bro, her setups were so beautiful and genuine. She got on the phone and she basically let me know what she do. She was talking to one of her friends. She was like, yeah, girl, you know, I'm about to go to the house and cook some food. I'm like, she cook? Boy, god damn. Shit. So she say what herself want her to say. Right. And she cook. I want to know more. But then the fucking police stole my damn phone. Jazz cops. It's okay. I'm about to get it back, though. I know how to get it back. Now I'm going to make this motherfucker pay for it. Right. And sue that motherfucker. It's just small claims court. Small claims court costs no more for a claim between $10 to $20. And backdoor, all I'm going to do is get the body cam footage. You're like, bro, I don't need a lawyer for this. I'm just going to get the body cam footage. And once they play that shit in front of everybody, the people going to say, yes, sir, can I ask you a question? If you took the phone off of him, where's the body cam footage that you gave it back? And then furthermore, when you took him into custody, right, why did you not document the items that you took off his person? Because you didn't want to build a record of what you took because it would have put you in further trouble. Right. They're gonna look at me like, I see why he don't need a lawyer. This motherfucker is consciousness. God damn. Shit is brazy out here, ain't it?